Hey, welcome aboard YouTube. It is great to see you here today. If you are watching this live, if you're here on YouTube and you are watching this live, what you're watching is a simulcast. Oh, I got to mute my audio. Holy smoke, that was loud. What you're watching is a simulcast of a live Q&A that I deliver to the people in my service. These are people in my masterminds, some of my private clients, and some people that have worked with me in the past. This is an open Q&A that I deliver to them through Zoom every Friday, where they can come in and ask me questions. We talk about strategies, we talk about getting clients, and then after we talk about that for a few minutes, I come on here live to YouTube to teach you something. And in full transparency, I'm teaching you something with the hope that some of you watch this and say, all right, that guy seems like he knows what he's talking about. Maybe I'll explore what working with him is like. And by the way, if that is you, in the chat, I'm going to put a link for you. It's https:// that's how the kids do it, Prouty.me. That's my last name, .me. If you go to that link, you get to have a brainstorming call with me where you and I get together and we reverse engineer your business, and I'm going to show you how to get more clients and how to make more money. So if you would dig something like that, that link is in the chat right now. If you're watching this on the replay, I'm going to pop it into the old description of this video so that, what is the English word for that? So that you can get on my calendar. That's what it is, okay? So today's class, in today's session, I want to talk to you about how to get 1,000 email subscribers. Why do I want to teach this to you? Because email is an incredible way to market your business. It is boring as you can possibly imagine, but I would rather make money doing boring things than have to jump from exciting thing to exciting thing to exciting thing and having nothing work. But email has been proven to work for a long period of time. Somebody says that Brits call the calendar the diary. Well, that's amazing to me. So if you'd like to get into my diary, then I welcome you to do that. All right, I'm going to share my tablet with you. I have got literally very little battery power left on my tablet, so I'm going to go quickly through this as I share my tablet with you. But I'm going to draw this out for you. We're going to move quick. You're going to want to write some stuff down. So get a notepad and a pencil while I bring up this share. You ready to go? And share the iPad. It's literally, I need to set some kind of a reminder to charge my iPad every night because I use it all day long doing stuff like this. All right, our mission for this class right now is to show you how to get. My mission is not how to have great handwriting, so do understand that. Our mission today is to show you how to get your first 1,000 subscribers to your email list. Now, you know what? You might have an email list with people on it already. So this is how to get your next 1,000 subscribers. I'm going to show you how to do it without ads. They're totally organic, no ads. I can show you how to do it with ads. And the thing about doing it with ads is it just happens faster. So if you're not in a position where you want to spend money on ads to do this, then you've got to do this, but you got to do the work. And when I say that you've got to do the work, what I mean is you leave this class knowing what to do. But the difference between the people who get results and everybody else is they actually do the work. So they engage in doing. If you're here just to collect information, I can't do a lot to help you. I'm not going to be able to help you make a ton of money. If you're just here to learn, just to learn and collect information, there's a gap between knowing and doing, and that gap is called executing. So you got to take action on the things that I show you, okay? Got to take action. So what you're going to learn today, how to get your first 1,000 subs without ads. But there's a difference between knowing and doing. Please take action. Please do this. So why is this important? Well, email continues to be one of the most profitable trajectories that you can use for marketing. Email works. How well does email work? Email has a 36 times return on investment. That means for every $1 you spend on email marketing, you have the potential to make $36 back. That's wild. That is just a wild ROI, return on investment. You spend $1 on email marketing, get 36 bucks back. That's at the low end. HubSpot and other places have found that at the high end, it can be as much as $42 ROI. Spend $1, make $42 back. Okay, so understand that email is something that you shouldn't be sleeping on. Yet when I look at report after report and survey after survey, most creators, most modern business people, most service-based entrepreneurs, number one, don't even have an email list. Number two, don't have a strategy for using email. And so that's data point number two. If you have an email strategy, my handwriting. If you have an email strategy, you will close 300% more sales. You can expect a 300% uptick in sales. What's a strategy, you're wondering? Well, it's not every once in a while thinking, I should mail my list. Maybe I'll send them it's New Year's. I know what I'll do. I'll send a Happy New Year's email to my list. That's not an email strategy. That's not. An email strategy is someone gets on my list and I know if they got on my list on the 1st of February and now it's the 21st of February, I know exactly what emails they've gotten. I know what they've opened, what they've clicked on, where they went next, and where they're going from here. And I've got one email campaign that lasts 52 weeks. If you get into my list through one mechanism, you're going to be in a 52-week campaign where you're going to get one email a week for 52 weeks. And in those emails, I'm also trying to sell to you. I'm also trying to get you to become a client because that's why we send emails, is to get people to become clients. So there are two types of email campaigns. Is there anything else I want to tell you about this? Oh, yeah, I'll tell you one more cool stat about email. Even if you do a terrible job with your email, you're going to get a 20% rate of visibility. That's if you do a terrible job, you'll get 20% of the people opening and reading your emails. If you do a great job organically on social media, you're going to get about a 5% rate of visibility. There's no better reason to do email than this. What this means is if you send out an email campaign today and you have 1,000 people that you're sending it to, 200 people are going to see your message. Versus if you post on social media and you have 1,000 connections, 50 of them are going to see your message. I know that I would much rather have 200 people see my message than 50. So by its nature, you're going to get more eyes on your message. Should you ignore organic social? Absolutely not. We use organic social to get people on the email list. Then we email them education and offers to get them to convert. So how do you get people on your list? Build your list. I'm going to show you a couple of different ways to build your list. If you take action today, you will have people on your list today. By dinner time, you'll have this done by dinner, but you got to take action. Step number one is with a lead magnet. I know you've heard that phrase before, and a lot of times we hear about lead magnets, but we don't know where to start. We don't know how to create them. Totally get it. In fact, if that's you, I know exactly how you feel. Because when I first started, a long time ago, more than 2 decades ago, I felt the same way. Until I figured out a really reliable way to create a lead magnet that gets the exact right people coming to me. And it goes something like this. If this box, if this rectangle represents your service, that's what you do for your clients. Generally, you can slice off a little bit at the front end. This slice is a little bit of what you do. And if you can take that slice and turn it into a video, training, or a checklist, or a guide, or an ebook if you're ambitious, that people can take and get some sort of a small transformation from, this becomes your lead magnet. Now, there are easily 15 different modalities for lead magnets. And if you're sitting there and maybe you're a little hesitant because you don't know exactly which one to create, I got you covered. I'm going to pop a link into the chat. This link will get you on my calendar where you and I can sit together and brainstorm. Just two entrepreneurs sitting around trying to figure out how to get you to grow. This isn't a sales call in disguise. This is us helping you grow. So that link is in the chat right now. It's prouty.me. You go there, fill out a form. You get to apply to be on my calendar. Fair warning. If you're going to get on my calendar, you should already have a business, and maybe you should have made a couple of sales, just a few. That way we got something to work with. But if you want to know the exact right lead magnet to create to get the right leads coming to you, then what I want you to do, hop on the calendar and we'll explore what your business is. Because the reality is this is a video. I have to be very general here because lots of people are going to see this. I can't get really specific, and you're unique. You have unique needs. So if you want to explore what that looks like and come up with a unique solution that satisfies your unique needs, the link is right there. I'll put it in the video description for you people who are watching this on replay. Okay, so you've got your slice that you took off, and now you created a lead magnet for this. That looks like the profile of a person. Not really what I wanted. That's what I wanted. Okay, so you've got your lead magnet. And there are probably 10 different ways you can distribute this lead magnet and get people's email addresses from it. If you want to start fast, like today, right now, you go onto your socials and you post, hey, I just created this awesome checklist. It's going to help you do this. If you'd like it, comment or send me a direct message. And everyone who comments or sends you a direct message, you say, awesome. You write back and you say, give me your email address and I'll send it over to you. I'll also send you some other things that will help you. Cool? Cool. Now you get their email address, and now you can start to populate your CRM or your spreadsheet if you're not using a CRM, which I highly advise that you do. If you'd like to see the one that I use and get a free trial, go to CRM, make that all lowercase, crm.prouty.me. Now, there I'll show you the exact CRM that I use, and then if you do that, just let me know, because I have a free community where I teach email marketing. I'll get you into that as well. So if you go to crm.prouty.me, you can check out the CRM that I'm using. You get a little free trial, you test it out. But the reality is you can just pop onto your socials. So we get done today, you go build your checklist or your guide based on the slice of your service. Go onto social media and say, hey, I just created this checklist that's going to help you do this. Tell them what it's going to help them do. If you want it, send me a message or drop a comment below. And then everybody that comments, everybody that sends you a message, you get their email address, you send it to them, and you also tell them you're going to send them some other stuff. I'll tell you the other stuff you're going to send them in about 3 minutes. So that's one way of building your list. That's probably the most reliable way. And I get people on my list every single day with lead magnets. You can do the same thing. Number 2, on your website, have a way for them to sign up for a newsletter. I have one client who did this and actively promoted it, and over the course of a couple of years, got to over 260,000 subscribers to this newsletter. That's a lot of subscribers. You only need to get 1,000. If you go to my website, if you go to 9twice.com, that's my company name is 9twice. And if you go to 9twice.com, you look at the top, you can see my newsletter. And you just pop that on your website. It just sits there actively working for you all the time. You don't have to do anything. And I get people signing up for my newsletter every day. Okay, so that's the second way that you can get people onto your list. And then your third way is in your social profiles. So make sure in your social profiles, you have some sort of a link that goes back to your lead magnet to allow them to get it and to give you their email address for it. So you promote your lead magnet in your social profiles. In my social profiles, I promote a meeting that exposes a strategy to get your next 3 clients. So that is a lead magnet for me. It is a get 3 clients session or something like that. I call it something like that. If you go to my LinkedIn, there's a link right in my profile that says get 3 client session. Click, sign up for my calendar. Now you're on my list. It's also on my website as a button. Click, sign up for my calendar for that session. Now you're on my list. So I'm using multiple lead magnets to get leads coming to me from everywhere. So in your social profiles, there should be some sort of a link where they can sign up for something of value. And so then people get on these calls with me and I show them a strategy to get 3 clients. And then I make an offer for them to come into my mastermind and they say yes, or they say no. And I'm cool either way. Okay, so those are 3 ways that you can get people onto your list. Now you've got people onto your list. How do we make money from this? How do we monetize the list? By the way, let me just say this. There are, in my service, the people who are in my masterminds, like we have more than 3 ways of building the list. We've got like 10 different ways. And some of them are, they take a little bit of work, but they work really well. If you'd like to explore what that looks like, I'm going to put a link in the chat right now. It's prouty.me. That's my last name, .me. That will get you on my calendar so that we can share some ideas and we can get together and I'll explore what your business is like and I'll show you some ways to get people on your list to get clients. And then I'll also tell you what it's like to be in my mastermind. But I'm not going to try to sell it to you. You've got to know if it's right for you. You've got to say, please let me in. And then I'll say, maybe. Okay, let's talk about monetizing your list. Yeah? Okay, so just hit that link and get on my calendar. Just do it already. Even if you're like, if you're sitting there and you're like, I know I have a whole bunch of untapped potential. I just don't know how to get it out. I'll get it out. I'll show you how to get it out. If you feel like you've tried a whole bunch of things and nothing's worked, I'm going to show you some straightforward paths that will work for you. And if you've ever felt like maybe I shouldn't have started my business, well, let's turn that around because you started your business for a reason. And I'm not going to let you give up on yourself. All right. So just get on that link. I don't care if you join or not. Just get on that link so that we can get you on the right path. Here's how you make money. You're going to send a really simple 3 email sequence once people get on your list. And this is one of the most effective email sequences. That is a terrible envelope. This is one of the most effective email sequences you can send. I'm drawing envelopes literally like a 6-year-old would draw an envelope. Your first email is going to be about 80% value and 20% offer. So you're going to teach them something in the email. You're going to give them something of value to them. My recommendation is that the value is some sort of a follow-on to the lead magnet. Here's an example. Let's imagine you wrote an ebook. Your first email could be the lost chapter or the chapter that didn't make it into the ebook. You want to give them something that is like a follow-on to what they already got. I'm going to finish this before the battery dies. It's a follow-on to what they already got. So now they're going to want to open it. So your subject is the lost chapter from the ebook. Come on. And then 20% offer. That offer should be frictionless. Get on my calendar. That's it. Your second email, then you wait 24 hours. You send the second email. This is 50% value and 50% offer. So now you're going to give them a little bit of value, but you're going to push the offer a little bit more. And if you can tie the value together, and this value came from your lead magnet, tie the value together. This is the next step or clarification on or something addition to. And then you can tie the value to the offer. You're going to get more people taking you up on the offer. You want to see a live example? If you're watching this right now and you're not sure what you can write of value or how to make an offer, I'd love to show you how. If you follow the link that's in the chat right now, that's prouty.me. That is my calendar link. You can apply to be on my calendar. I'm going to get to know your business, ask you a bunch of questions, and I will teach you the kind of offer to make. What I just did there was I linked you getting on my calendar to the value that I'm offering you right now, which is how to write an email sequence that makes money. No income claims here, friends. You got to do the work and you got to have something people want to buy. Don't come yelling at me if you have a terrible service that nobody wants to buy and no one believes that you can deliver it. That's all on you. You got to figure that stuff out. By the way, I'll help you figure that out on the call. Just get on the call. Your third email 24 hours later is pure offer. And this is where you say, I've got time on my calendar this week to help people do X. Here's my calendar link. I'd love to see you there. And so now what we've done is we have understood why email marketing is important. We have looked at 3 different ways to get people onto your email list so you can get your first 1,000 subscribers. You got to do the work. And here is your very first email sequence. Is this the only email sequence you should send? Absolutely not. You should be sending email sequences every single week, but that's the first one to send. In my mastermind, I have a playbook for you that teaches you exactly the kind of email sequences to send in a templatized fashion so that you can create email after email after email, get more business. Because what I want for you is very simple. I want you to win. Just want you to win. And you win by making more money, by having more clients to serve, and by being happy in your business. Because I know you want to be happy in your business, but when you don't have clients and you're not making money, the stress starts to creep in and the happiness goes away. So let's get that back and let's get that back together. Follow that link that was in the chat, prouty.me, so that we can customize it for you. And then if you want to join the masterminds, you're welcome to do so. YouTube, I say farewell to you. Thanks for hanging out with me here today. We'll be back next Friday at about this time. Drop questions in the comments. Of course, I will check those and answer.